What's up, y'all? Thank you for tuning into the Black View. I am your host, Jada Montana, and my co-host, Joseph Isiah, is in the
What's
building.
going on?
Joseph, what's up? We are recording in the Maximus Music Studios, thanks to Ira, and big shout out to the podcast sponsor, Carolina Entertainment.
Yes.
All right, this is me and Joseph's second podcast, and we are officially called The Black View, and that is BLAQ View, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, Joseph, this week I've done a lot of just kind of talking to some friends to just kind of get an idea of a topic that would be good for this week.
Okay.
Now, a topic that we did that did kind of evoke some type of debate or arouse some type of debate would have been how social media impacts dating and relationships.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. Now, I will say this, Joseph. Based on an article written by Clarissa Sylvia in February of 2018 called Social Media's Impact on Relationships and Self-Esteem, 60% of people using social media reported that it has impacted their self-esteem in a negative way, while 50% reported social media having negative effects on their relationships.
That's tough.
Right. Now, with that being said, how do you think or believe that social media impacts relationships?
I believe social media impacts relationships as much as you let it.
That's
real,
a fact.
Because that's something that you have total control over, how much you on your phone. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like it's anything that's guaranteed to mess up your relationship or even make it better. It is whatever you allow it to be.
That's a fact.
So,
now, what about when it comes to comparing your relationship to those that you see on social media? You get what I mean? So let's say that you are in a relationship with a person,
right.
okay? Now, this person spends a lot of time on social media, and it's like on social media, right? Let's just be clear. Nobody posts anything real, okay? Everything is fake. Everything is what they want you to see.
I wouldn't say fake, though. I feel like it's just the highlights.
Okay.
I don't feel like it's always fake. You can get some cap in there. I don't feel like it's always.
Yeah,
I feel like it's
true.
just the highlights. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
when
that's
everybody winning. But continue.
That's true, because I don't feel like I'm fake on my social media.
Right.
I don't post a lot anyways, as far
Right.
as I'm kind of a private
Right.
person. I don't
Her
post
IG
who
popping
I date.
Y'all know it is. Her IG popping.
Stop it. That's yours.
Go ahead, scroll through them pics.
That's yours.
Matter of fact, can you shout yourself out one time for me?
Yes. So I am Jada Montana. That is at JADAMONTANAA, 2 A's.
For sure.
Shout yourself out.
Oh, mine is CEO.JOSEPH if y'all would like to follow me.
All right. And that is CEO.Joseph. Okay. But when it comes to one point that kind of aroused the debate was the fact that people compare their relationship to those that they see on social media. So I think that is a big way that social media can impact relationships, because a lot of people, you could be on social media and feel like, dang, me and my nigga don't travel. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, my nigga he don't do stuff like that for me. And dang, I wish we would go out more and see more stuff. And it's like, again, like you said, a lot of people highlight, you feel me, the best part of their life. They're not posting their arguments or their struggles or things like that. But just looking at people having little perfect fairy tale relationships online, do you think that can impact a relationship?
If you allow it to. I don't feel like it should. I feel like if you allow it to, it definitely can. Because then y'all going to start looking at each other like, oh, dang, this guy does this in a relationship. Why ain't my man's doing this? Or, you know what I'm saying, his girl doing this. She cooking for him every day. Da-da-da-da. So if you allow it to, it can definitely, then you're going to start comparing people and all that. And then it's going to mess up the unconditional part of love. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever had an experience with that where you felt maybe you were being compared to somebody, or maybe it was hard to keep somebody happy? You know what I'm saying? Always looking for more.
No, not because of social media or anything like that. Definitely not because of that. Yeah, nah.
I think that I do a little bit of comparing. I'm not going to lie. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because it's like, I like to travel. Niggas be traveling and shit,
Yeah. You got your, you know what I'm saying? You got your standards. You got your avenues of where you want to go.
Exactly. Now, also, I believe that social media can impact dating or relationships by creating a false reality or
It definitely
giving
can.
people unrealistic expectations or
That's a
standards
fact.
of a person. So I definitely believe that relationships can be impacted that way. Also, this article says, Joseph, that 60% of millennials have a fear of missing out due to social media. Hmm? What do you think about that?
I can see that as being a fact, just because, like, with social media, like I said, it's the highlights. It's everybody popping, everybody looking their best, and it's kind of like it can kind of categorize people in a way. So that can cause people um to look at social media in certain ways and just be like, dang, like I feel like it's caused people to always want to chase the next best thing. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't feel like that necessarily really exists. It's just you need the best thing for you.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's caused people to, like, all the guys, you know what I'm saying, that are heavy into social media, like, oh, I want the baddest girl to look like this, to have this, to do this, to do this. And the women are the same way. I want my man to do this,
have
look like
money,
this, have
gotta
this.
Be balling,
right now. You know what I'm saying?
Today,
right now.
Yesterday he should have been
he
on
need all that right now. Anything else is not an option.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's not the move.
I think that also because I think that social media can affect dating based off of the fear of missing out. It makes it hard to commit to just one person,
Right?
Because social media will connect you to people that you've never been connected to before. You get what I'm saying? Like back in the day when when niggas was growing up, you know, back then my papa, my daddy, and them was coming up. It wasn't a whole lot of social media. It wasn't none really. I mean, you had your beepers and that type of thing, and you always married the women that you grew up with, type shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a whole lot to connect to. You in your town, you know, and you always married the one that you was fond over, that you grew up with, and they got married young back in the day. You know, I think that social media creating all of these options for millennials or people like us, I think it makes it hard for people to commit because you're always seeking something else. You know, it's like you're always seeking the next best
and it's
thing.
it can cause you to force connections. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when it comes to stuff like that, it can definitely cause you to force connections. Like because if you stay on Twitter or Instagram or whatever platform you on at the time long enough, you're gonna come across people, and it's already set up to where when you post certain things, post certain pictures, you like certain things, certain people that are within your same avenues of creativity or whatever it is that you do are already aligned on your timeline. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't follow them yet or met them yet, you're gonna see it.
Exactly.
So that adds to the process of us always trying to chase the, you know what I'm saying, the next best thing. Like, oh, dang, she likes what I like. She does this, she do this. And it's almost like, you know what I'm saying, you're supposed to look for your complementary opposite. And there's certain things that you're not going to find through social media that personal, that face-to-face interaction can establish.
Ooh, that's a fact. That is an absolute fact. But it's just crazy because I feel like you could be in, you know, you could really like somebody, you know, to the point that you would want to be with them. But I think that even just being able to see all the different beautiful women, all the different handsome men, it's just, it just makes it like your options are just so open that I don't have to really commit. You know, I think I have that issue. I do have a fear of missing out. And I have an issue with commitment because I feel like, you know, I don't want to settle for nothing.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't think that I have unrealistic expectations or anything like that. I mean, he don't have to be perfect or anything. But, you know, I definitely think I do have a fear of missing out. Maybe it's a fear of missing out, or maybe it's more so just I don't want to settle type of thing, you know. I haven't been able to tackle which one that is, but 60% of millennials have a fear of missing out. So it makes it harder for them to commit. And with that study, it's also concluded that millennials are also waiting longer to get married. Okay, so back in the day, you would marry when you were 17, when you were 21. Millennials are waiting more to their financially
I feel like
stable.
that's a good thing.
I do.
For sure.
I do, because I think that back in the day when they used to get married at such young ages, especially the women, I think that they were very dependent on their partner, you know? So it's like back in the day, for real, it's not even more of a fact that those men were better, or, you know, they're just like this generation is just so terrible as far as men goes. You know, the man back in the day was some Rolling Stones too. They was some dogs too. But the difference is the divorce rate wasn't as high simply because these women depended on these men. They didn't really have jobs. They would stay at home moms. These women today, they got degrees, they got their own houses, they got their own cars.
A lot more going on, yeah.
Exactly. So I think that millennials are just waiting now, or that's what studies shown, that they are waiting until they are in a financially better situation to have children or to get married. And I absolutely agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Yeah, of course. Cause I feel like it only makes sense because the world's moving so much faster now. You know what I'm saying? Technology, it's a lot going on. Absolutely. And when it's a lot going on, I don't know. I feel like everybody's very busy. Everybody's always on 10. So I just feel like when it comes to decisions like those, you can't make those in haste. So I feel like that's a great thing that we're waiting.
Yeah, I think it's always a good thing to really get to know yourself and establish yourself before you combine yourself with the person anyways, because
absolutely,
I think you should bring the best of you to a relationship.
Absolutely.
But I also think your partner should bring the best of themselves as well. You get what I'm saying? So build yourselves up. You don't need a man to make you whole. You don't need a woman to make you whole. Be whole by yourself and then be complete together separately, if that makes sense. Okay? And that's that on that. Now, when it comes to social media, it has been told that cheating plays a big part in social media when it comes to dating and relationships. Can you imagine what ways, Joseph, that cheating
for sure
it can play a part with social media?
For sure, because I know, like, oof.
It's layered now. Yeah, it's layered.
I feel like social media can definitely play a role in cheating. Because it's like, once again, when it comes to the phones and all that, the thing with these is convenience. Everything is so convenient, from getting food to doing anything. So it's conditioned us, in a sense, to have a microwave mindset. So now when it comes down to relationships, some people can kind of look at it the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, yeah, I love my girl, da-da-da-da, but I got X, Y, and Z scrolling down my timeline, hit my DMs being thirsty, da-da-da-da. So, yeah, social media can definitely play a role in the cheating. But once again, you should never, ever allow it to.
Yeah. Now, that's the truth. I think that what we said about the more options as well, I think that makes it easy for people to kind of step outside of their relationships because they can just see more. They have more options. What I think is crazy about the cheating is I feel like social media makes it where it's levels to this cheating shit now. You know what I'm saying? It's like leaving hard eyes under a picture could be cheating. You could be DMing a female from California, somebody you or I have never met, and that you could almost be about to break up your whole relationship based off of that. So I feel like social media make it where it's levels to cheating. It's not just, oh, you kissed a girl, oh, you fucked her, or you this. It's like,
is it really levels though?
You liking her pictures. It doesn't have to be like what you say, right? It doesn't have to be. But a lot of people aren't as secure in themselves as you are, Joseph.
No, I feel you. I just feel like it ain't no levels though. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like anything you wouldn't do in front of your significant other that would have them like, oh, what you got going on? You know what I'm saying? That's cheating.
So what's cheating to you? What's considered?
That was my definition. Like anything, like if your girl or your significant other is sitting right beside you, anything that would make them be like, yo, what you got going on? And you know what I'm saying? If it would upset them when they're around, I feel like it would still upset them when they're not around. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So anything along those lines that they feel like, and then I also feel like it depends on the relationship because everybody has different guidelines. Everybody has different standards for themselves, different things that they consider hurtful. You know what I'm saying? So for one, I feel like it's contingent upon each given relationship. But overall, from a general standpoint, I feel like it's anything that you wouldn't do right there in front of your significant other.
I absolutely agree with that. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think that social media just plays more of a part in cheating because it's just you have more of a platform to do so, you know, and also I feel like niggas can be more sneaky on social media.
Why I gotta be the niggas? So you just saying in general?
I'm gonna tell you why I say niggas. I'm gonna tell you why I say niggas. And females
y'all
too.
On us early today.
And females too. It's just that niggas are stupid. See, when women cheat, come on now.
Hold on.
When women cheat, We are. I mean, I just really hate to tell on this. We a little slick with it. Niggas are so stupid. It's irky. It's like y'all be trying to get caught. You do stuff like leave messages on your phone and you do stuff like that. But I say niggas because I've had a couple niggas slide in my DMs and then he had his wife or his girlfriend post it on his page. And I think that's the ultimate disrespect. See, I feel like, social media and relationships, I feel like a lot of people feel that they need to be validated via social media when that's your partner. So you need to post me. You need to show the world that I'm your woman. I've always been skeptical about that simply because I've seen niggas post pictures of their wives or their girlfriends but will be trying to holler at me in my DMs, and that is so lame to me. That's just the ultimate disrespect you can do to your partner. Because now I know what she looked like. And if I ever see her out in public, I'm just going to feel like, damn, that looks stupid. You got your girl out here looking dumb. And I don't respect that at all. So
I feel you.
I think that niggas are they can just be more sneaky. Also, I feel like shit is just not real. I feel like not real to an extent. Because niggas can definitely flex. So you can attract what it is that you're looking for by flexing. You get what I'm saying? Like, niggas stay posting money on Instagram, but you don't have none. You know what I'm saying? Niggas stay posting pictures of some cars they renting out, or, you know what I'm saying?
But then again, if the woman is attracted by that, that's her fault. She should be attracted to the substance of the man first anyway.
That's true.
It's a good thing kings don't cheat. Niggas do.
Oh, that is such a fact. That is such a fact.
You did.
So I don't cheat. I've never really been a cheater. I have cheated once though. But I was in college and me and him just kind of grew apart. He was, my boyfriend from back at home, and I eventually told him. To be honest, it wasn't necessarily cheating, simply because we had already broken up, but we were still talking every day and saying we love each other. So to me, that's, you know what you're doing.
Yeah. No, I feel
so
you.
that's cheating to me. So, but I eventually felt bad enough that I had to tell him what I was doing, and he forgave me. We have remained good friends throughout the years.
That's
but
good.
I've never really been no cheater. I've always had that conscience. I'm bad at lying at that. I'm bad at keeping up with my lies at that, because I'll just let my guard down. So when it comes to things like that, but women are certainly slicker at cheating.
For sure. Because y'all will be so smooth to the point where, like, something go down and you'll flip it on him. You know what I'm saying? Whole time you turning up on him for some small stuff. You ain't take the trash out. Whole time y'all moving smooth on him.
That's a fact.
Y'all are world class. Women are world class actors. For sure.
They can be.
World class actors.
They can be. I just think women know what they're doing a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? I think men just get sloppy with it. This is the thing. I'm going to tell you what the difference is women can cheat, but she never confuses her side nigga for her main nigga. And that is a big difference between how women cheat and how niggas cheat. This is why niggas get caught, because niggas begin to confuse their side bitch with their main bitch.
They be messing up the roles.
So then you have this bitch feeling like she's gonna replace me. So then she's calling. I'm saying me, but
right. We know what's up with you.
Listen, right. So calling the main bitch. You feel me? Talking about you, telling me about you. It's like women never confuse the roles of your nigga. You make sure he know his role. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody got a position.
Everybody has a position.
Yeah.
So a woman's side nigga would never come and knock on the door trying to tell this main nigga about what they got going on.
Man.
They'll never call each other on the phone. He's not finna go find you or DM you. The side niggas plays their part.
You got a point. Good thing I can't relate, but I've observed a lot of situations to where, like, you know what I'm saying, they be messing up to the point where it's like you telling, like exactly how you said, confusing the roles. They'll be telling the side, the one that you know you don't like as much, I'm gonna do this for you, I'm gonna do that for you. That's where y'all mess up at, is empty promises. Don't make no lame. I'm not condoning what you're doing, but at least don't make no empty promises if you worried about getting caught.
Then you probably be cuddling with her and stuff, and be laughing. Make that hoe, if you gonna cheat, right? I don't condone cheating, but if you gonna cheat, make that hoe feel like a hoe. Make that hoe feel like the bust down she is. You come, you do what you do, and you come on back home. You don't lay up with no bitch. You don't text, laugh, be comedic with no bitches. You don't do that, because that's when you begin to confuse the roles, because she gonna feel like, oh, you know, he likes to talk to me, or whatever the case may be. You should never
with the emotions.
Come on now.
Playing with the emotions. Got to set the guidelines early.
You should never put your main girl in a position where your side bitch is gonna come tell your main girl about the shit that you doing. Okay? Never confuse the roles. Women don't do that. So that's why women can be more sneaky than men.
And you know how all this can be avoided?
Tell me.
Just by staying honest, staying truthful,
Facts.
and not cheating in the first place.
That's a fact. Dang, Joseph, that was good.
You know what I'm saying? We had to bring it back. You know what I'm saying? Everybody done had their times. You know what I'm saying? We had to let them know what's up.
Good. Now, somebody had also asked, how do we think that dating or relationships would be different without social media? That's a good question. How do you think that dating would be different without social media, Joseph?
Not as many people. Well, for one, the comparisons that we
Joseph
spoke of
said
earlier.
it ain't gonna be different for him. He's still the same.
For me, yeah.
Yeah, no.
But as far as like in general,
right.
It wouldn't be the comparisons. Like, it wouldn't be as many comparisons that we talked about earlier. Of course, like to the status quo social media couples and whatnot, that wouldn't exist. I feel like people wouldn't get caught as much.
That's
cheating,
a fact. Or maybe wouldn't even cheat as much.
Yeah, wouldn't cheat at all. It would be a little different. I don't feel like it would be too different though.
I feel like people would be more prone to commitment. I feel like.
You think so?
Just simply because of that fear of missing out. I feel like when you don't have a whole lot of options presented to you, you can see what's best for you. You know.
You don't think it's like that in public though? Like, even if like social media wasn't, you don't feel like people do what they do on social media in public? Like if
you in Walmart?
Just in general.
Like type shit, or if you at the club or something like that.
That's an ideal setting. Like, people be choosing in the club.
They do.
People be choosing in the club.
I just think that, you know, it might be a handful of attractive niggas. It's just so many good looking men online, period. Like, so many. It's just like a pool of them. It's like just so many good looking women online as well. I'm not saying they ain't in the club, but it's like, it's just a different vibe online because you can just connect with people from, I mean, if you live in Charlotte, you could be talking to a girl from Raleigh. You don't even stay in Raleigh. You feel me? Like, right. I wouldn't even have known you unless I lived in Raleigh. Right. I mean, it's just a way for people to connect more. And so I just kind of feel like maybe if we didn't have social media, that I feel like people would be more prone to commit because you would see what's right in front of you.
That makes sense.
That's my take.
Now that you said it, I agree.
You ain't looking, you know what I'm saying? And even those who ain't looking, they can still see. They still got eyes. And it's like, you know, people have a fear of missing out. They want they want the best of what they can get. And,
right.
And, you know, if you're a greedy person, you're going to always keep wanting more, you know? Like, you'll be unsatisfied. So I think that social media would be different and people would be more prone to commitment. And I believe that people will begin to love each other for who they really are.
Facts.
Beautiful.
That's a fact.
And they'll probably marry who they grew up with. I think that too. I also feel like reality shows also plays a part on people having unrealistic expectations when it comes to relationships. You know, it's a lot of people in the reality shows, you know, I feel like women feel like they have to date somebody who is balling and, you know, just all of these type of things for the most part. So get to know the people around you.
Facts.
Get to know the people around you and give that good guy a chance that you've been blowing off this whole time. He could be the best thing for you, girl. You never know. Give that good guy a chance.
Facts. Make that move.
So we do have an advice segment. So I had somebody submit some advice to me to read. So this person is from Raleigh, North Carolina. All people will remain
919.
Yes. All people will remain anonymous as the advice is read. So, Joseph, this lady has said, so I have been talking to this guy for about 2 months now. We started off as friends and eventually led on to what I thought was deeper things. We see each other almost all the time, maybe 4 or 5 times out of the week, including the weekend. That's good, girl. We have made out many times, but he still calls me his friend. I asked him if he wanted to date, but he keeps putting it off as if he doesn't want to label our relationship and just enjoys what we have. I already have trust issues, and the situation really doesn't help.
Oh, I got you.
I don't know what to do. Ooh.
How you feel about that one? Because I got a good one for her.
Go ahead and start me off.
For one, Miss Lady, you kind of are allowing this to go on. I'm gonna tell you why though. That might sound a little harsh up front. I'm gonna tell you why though. Just because he's doing what he knows he can do. So as soon as you asked him what y'all were, and
you gotta go back and say that one more time for him, Joseph, because somebody in the back didn't hear you.
Okay. Yeah. So you allowed this to go on because and like I said, it may sound a little harsh, but let me explain. Mm-hmm. Okay. You allowed this to go on because whenever you did ask him what y'all were, what the title was, and he said friends, at that point, if you know you wanted more, you were supposed to retract. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not receiving the same that you're giving. So in his mind, as a man, he knows, okay, if she just asked me what we were, I'm keeping it 100. I told her friends, but yet anytime I kiss her, she still, you know what I'm saying? She's still going to turn up for me. She's still going to do whatever I want to. And I know, like, she going to act. He's going to continue to do that. And then he's in the headspace where he knows he can play with you. But if you establish those guidelines, like, okay, if we friends, ain't no more kissing, ain't no more extra.
Ooh, that's a fact.
No, none of that. In his head, he's either like, that's at that point, it's going to let you know what you are to him. Because he's either going to be like, okay, cool, I respect that. And I like the way she moving with that. That might be you know what I'm saying, somebody I can make my significant other, my partner.
That's just
exactly. Or he might be like, you know what I'm saying, nah. And that lets you know up front, you dodging bullets early then. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing but a benefit to you. As soon as people, it's nothing but a benefit to you. So as soon as he tells you like what y'all are, if it's not what you, the type of time that you want, you got to retract a little bit. You need to match energies in this situation.
Ooh,
so play the friend, so play the friend role.
That was good, Joseph. Joseph said, "Lock the box."
For sure.
Go ahead and just lock the box down.
For sure.
So if you like him, this is what I'm going to say. You said you only been dating him for 2 months. So I really, without no title or anything like that, I really don't even think that it needs to be that serious. If you spending 4 or 5 times, even the weekends out of the week with him, 4 or 5 times out of the week, and we got weekend, that's 2 days. That's really all week you be spending with him. You be spending all your time with this man. That's your problem right there. You spend all your time with him, okay? What you need to do is you need to divide that time up between him and somebody else, okay? That's what you need to do because y'all are just dating. I mean, who is he spending his time with? The thing is even though you feel like a nigga is spending all his time with you, niggas, when they're not with you, they still, you can't just, you already have trust issues is what you said. And I just think that you need to, what Joseph said, retract all of this time that you're spending with him. You need to minimize that. And you should probably, in all honesty, I would give the advice of venture out and date other people as well. Maybe you'll meet somebody else that can give you the type of time that you're looking for. But out of just 2 months, I wouldn't be ready to commit to this type of consistency anyways, of somebody calling me their friend. And have you talking to him about what you guys are, or have you actually had a conversation about being exclusive, if that's not a conversation? Or do you push the issue about being a friend? I would just kind of push that issue a little bit. If you want more, I would just make it known that I do want more. And if he is not with that, then boo, I'm not saying you got to cut him all the way off.
Don't push it too much. Yeah, don't push it too much.
Right. Well, you don't want to push it too much.
You're draining yourself. Somebody don't get the hint. Get to stepping.
Right. But I would make it known that being friends is not all that I want. If you were looking for more out of this person, because maybe he just don't know that. And in his mind, he's cool with being friends, and he's going to be friends all the way up until you say you got a problem with being friends. Okay.
Right.
Because niggas is probably not going to be the ones to initiate that. So, yeah, definitely. I feel like you should do more dating. Okay, so just dating this one person all week like that, of course you're going to have feelings for him. Of course, if all you're doing is spending your time with this one person, of course you're going to have feelings for him. Maybe divide that time up with somebody else or spend some time with yourself, But
for sure.
That's a fact. Spend some time with yourself. That's
sure.
what it is. Meditate on that. Okay, girl, that was good. Joseph, do you have some advice segment for us?
Okay. So it was sent in on my end.
Okay.
Hi, Jada and Joseph. I've been dating this guy for 7 months now. He has a 4-year-old child from a previous relationship. My boyfriend's child and I have a healthy, growing relationship.
Mm-hmm.
We've come to enjoy spending time together as my boyfriend and I live together.
Mm-hmm.
So I spend a lot more time with his child. Since the beginning, my boyfriend's baby mother has always had an issue with me, even though I've done nothing but be nice to her. It's like she wants to have a problem with me, and she's always mentioning my name whenever they're on the phone discussing their child. The confusing part of it is she's in a relationship and portrays to be happy with her partner. They've been together for 1 year, and my boyfriend and I have been together for 7 months. I am the only girlfriend that my boyfriend has had since his relationship with his baby's mother.
Y'all are going.
My question is, does the baby mother still have feelings for my man? How should I handle this situation?
I wouldn't necessarily say that she had feelings for your man. I mean, she's been in a relationship for a year. It might just be some underlying things there. I don't know. It's always real sticky right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not an expert on dating men with children, but I just, why is she mentioning your name? Have you spoken to your boyfriend about that about that?
That's the one right there.
That's who you need to be talking to and confronting. At the end of the day, I mean, I wish you'd have gave us more information. Like, have you guys met? Have y'all spoke? Well, she did say that she tries to be nice, that she's been nothing but nice to her. I don't know what that pretty much means, but
I feel like you gave her the golden ticket.
Yeah, she needs to talk to her man about that, right?
Because it's not even like you can't control her. Not that you can control him either, but she's not in your space the majority of the time.
That's a fact.
Y'all not spending all that quality time together. Y'all not y'all not accountability partners with her.
That's
you know what I'm
fact.
saying? Your partner is him. So I don't feel like it's about the shots being thrown at him. That's just bullets, you know what I'm saying, aiming at y'all relationship. Nothing's going to be perfect.
Yeah.
If y'all taking this journey together, you should be aware of his response to all this. How is he reacting to it? You know what I'm saying? Is he moving funny with her too? Are you suspecting anything from him? I feel like all that energy needs to be shifted towards the relationship. So how can we have the best relationship whatsoever? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you need to be looking into him. Like, how is he reacting to all this over anything?
That's good. That boy right there is wise. That is so good. I definitely agree with that. I think that's not even something that you should think about as the girlfriend. That's not your role to think about that, I feel like your role is to do whatever it is that your boyfriend allows you to do. So when I say that, I mean, like, you say y'all live together. So if his child comes over and if he allows y'all to spend that time together, then spend that time together. I feel like as far as his baby mother speaking on you, you have to make sure you let him know that, you know what I'm saying, that whatever y'all have going on, keep it on what y'all got going on. And to be honest, she might just be taking shots at him more so than you. It might not have anything to do with you. She might just be bitter about something with their relationships. I don't know. That whole baby mama thing is murky waters for me. I'm not against dating men with kids, but that I don't do well with a whole lot of baby mothers or that type of thing. So, I would just say talk to him about it, like Joseph said, and that's all you can do is establish some boundaries between that. Don't mention my name when y'all on the phone, and when she says my name, you need to bring her back to what y'all actually got on the phone about, your child. Don't talk about me. Period. Like, I'm not a part of that. What you think?
For sure.
All right. So that was pretty much it for the advice segments. Tell me how you guys feel about the advice segments. I actually really like that. So continue to send advice in, and we will be posting more information about how you can do that. I just pretty much spoke it to a few people who passed along the word, and so we had 2 people to actually write in. So thank you guys so much. You know who you are. Joseph, did you have any closing remarks that you wanted to give the people today? How do you feel about today's episode?
I feel great about every episode we do. You feel me? We're very good at what we do.
Yay.
At this time, I just want to tell all the people, stay encouraged. Do your thing. Focus on yourself. Spend time with yourself. Stay blessed up. Stay prayed up. You did.
That's it. Definitely stay in tune with yourself. Y'all continue to wash your hands, stay in quarantine, because we are still in the house. I actually want to take a trip. My homegirl is like, we should take a trip for July. I think it's July for Florida. But I'm just scared to put my money forth with anything right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, we could be booking stuff right now. Things seem cheap, but I just feel like outside still going to be closed by July. I'm really thinking.
You feel like that?
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. And then, in Georgia, there's opening up, salons and different locations for business.
You feel like that's not the move
just
yet?
It's too premature. I feel like it's definitely going to continue to spread like that. And then people continue to meet and link up in secret and stuff. And I haven't always been perfect, but for the most part, I do stay in my house because I really just don't have time to be getting sick. I don't know what no coronavirus is, and I don't want nothing that they don't have no cure for. Okay.
I heard they did though.
They did.
I hear people are curing it in their homes. I've seen videos of like you get a pot, like a big you get a pot of like boiling water. You put in citrus because citrus helps with whatever is wrong with the virus. And of course, viruses can't stand in heat. So citrus, I want to say salt and something else. But I know for a fact you can go online and look up the home remedy. But yeah, people have been curing it in their homes. Damn. And you can just either put your face over the stove, like not over the stove, but a little bit over the pot.
To where the steam can kind of
to where the steam can get in your face and stuff like that. And you do it for about 10 to 15 minutes. Or I've also seen somebody put the pot like on the floor and have like blankets covering them. So all the heat can stay within that. And then they get up after about 15 minutes and they said, I feel so much better. I'm not having any symptoms, all that good stuff.
That's what's up. And I do believe stuff like that can happen. I more so believe in home remedies than I do medications and things like that anyways. Because I feel like medications is really just a way to temporarily resolve the issue because they want you to come back and buy some more medication.
Right. Yeah. People stop getting sick. How they gonna get paid?
Exactly. So I definitely believe in holistic approaches. I believe in herbs and little remedies like that. So I've never heard of that, but y'all definitely look into that. If y'all feeling symptoms, I feel fine. So I'm just going to pray to God I continue to feel good. I'm going home after this. I'm going to eat. I made some salmon and grits. I made some fish and grits last night. It was real good. I put some half and half cream in it with some butter. So made like a lemon butter sauce with the grits and put the fish on the grits and poured the sauce. I'm finna
come have dinner with you next time.
It was so good.
Hanging. Don't be thinking about me when she be making these plates.
I got you next time. I might fry some chicken tonight. I don't know yet. And listen now, because I made some good fried chicken, okay? My fried chicken is good. I mean, I ain't going to talk about it too much. I'm going to have to see what you're talking about then. I got you. All right, y'all. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into the Blaq View podcast, and that is Blaq, BLAQ. Thanks again, Ira, for allowing us to use the Maximus Music Studios, and thank our sponsors, Carolina Entertainment.
Yes.
All right, and we out. We'll see you guys for the next episode. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.
Peace.
Bye.